I am a poor boy from a poor family, yet I was able to be a millionaire before 30 without taking unnecessary risks. No, I did not invest in overnight sensational stocks or investments. No, I did not jump on any aggressive business. It was very simple: work hard and save hard attitude. In this video, I too want to teach you how you can do the same thing too. I had to actively manage my finances and make hard decisions. There are 8 simple rules I followed in my road to riches. These are the 8 simple rules I will share with you today. You do not need to do anything except follow these rules. On any purchase, there will be a time when you are faced with the decision of buying or not buying. The market is flooded with medias and ads that will convince you that you really need to buy this now. The ad will make you want to buy it, but stop that impulse. Then think about it before you make that purchase. You need to ask yourself, do you need it or do you want it? If you want it, because you just want it, you might want to just sleep on it and not buy it. Do not follow your heart when shopping. If you buy it because you need it, then you have to ask yourself, is there a similar product with a lower price? If yes, you might want to consider that product instead. You need to ask yourself, do you really need this or want this? 2. Actively review personal income statement. Knowing the flow of the money coming in and out of your account, and what is left over at the end is important. You need to examine, where does all the money come from? It could come from rental income, business income, dividends, interest, primary job or side jobs. Wherever the money comes from, you need to know it and monitor it. The second part is to examine, where does all the money go? By actively reviewing this monthly, you will have an understanding of what is left over at the end of the month. This goal. 3. Pay yourself first. The idea of paying yourself first is often left out. People are into the season of shopping. They would rather use the money to buy goods and services. If they pull out the money from the account and move it into some saving accounts, the money would not be available for them to use. Thus, you have the concept of paying yourself first put into practice. 4. Cut out debts ASAP. Consumer debt can be hard to manage. Some people have multiple credit cards with balance being carried forward into the next month. In the season of shopping, people would borrow other people's money to shop. They do not think about the cost of borrowing people's money. The cost can be huge if not managed properly or paid off at the end of the month. Some credit cards have an interest rate of 19.5% APR. The cost of borrowing is outrageous. 5. Start saving earlier. Starting earlier to make an investment can make a big difference. It will give your money more time to grow. Using the compound interest theory, by delaying a year can stun your investment growth significantly. It is suggested you do not delay and start investing today. 6. Dollar cost average. We understand the basic of buying low and selling high. The only issue is, when is it low? Without a magical crystal ball, we cannot know the future. This makes timing the market very difficult. A good way to reduce the risk and cost of investment is to take the dollar cost average method, rather than timing the market. This method dictates that we have a scheduled investment plan regardless of the market conditions. 7. Understand good debt versus bad debt. Getting a loan, credit card or debt can be a good thing and it can be a bad thing. It is all dependent on how it is used. We sometimes use debt to purchase goods and services. If the debt is used to increase wealth and income, it would be considered a good debt. If the debt does not have any significant value in increasing wealth and income, it would be considered a bad debt. There are many concepts of buy now, pay later plans, such as pay bright or sezzle, Klarna payment plans. You have to pay off the whole balance in time. Paying the minimum balance will incur interest and will hurt your credit rating. You also have to ask yourself, can you afford the interest charges? Fees? It will sting long term. 8. Know your assets and liabilities. We all know what are assets and liabilities. Assets are items, equipment, or products you own, and liabilities are what you owe to others, or obligation to perform a services. However, assets should be examined further to identify whether the asset is appreciating or depreciating. If the asset is depreciating, it could be considered a liability. If the asset is appreciating, it could be considered an asset. For example, long ago when I was a tween, I was once given the option of buying a new sports car or using the money to buy a rental condo. By the way, the sport car would be for fun. I already had a regular car. You can guess which is the asset and which is the liability. In summary, this is the more disciplined approach. These rules are not for the faint of heart. You will need to make a commitment and stick to it. It will be over before you know it, and by 30 you could be a millionaire 2, or 3, or 4.